Hi. Try to sit up front for y'all. No, it's been very, very, very overload, okay? So, I believe I'm gonna have to put this in 3 parts. The Much Matters Tofi. And it's gonna probably take, however long I speak on this video here. I just made want to devote to this because it's like, wow. So, I seen I had been put posts up about this here, and uh I recall 7 years ago attending a conference about privacy by a woman named Anita. I don't know her last name, but she have a book about privacy, and it is it's just overratedly invasive. And how can you keep your credit secure when you got to give your information every motherfucking place, including now they already segregate you based on your zip code, so they ain't got a little extra invasive. Invasive, that's the word, invasive. Well, they want your mortgage, rent, lease, whatever, receipt or whatever. No, they want the actual copy. Where it say officially. That ain't none of your damn business whether somebody renting, leasing, they got inheritance property, uh that's none of your damn business. If they say, and number one, if somebody is lying, they ain't coming from that fucking far away to did they some kind of way pay taxes in the area or something. Even if they go buy a candy bar, they still paying fucking taxes in the damn city. Ain't nobody coming from that fucking far away where, you know what I'm saying, your school is that seriously uh good. Like, ain't nobody coming from Rhode Island to New York. It's still in the matter of fact, you should be able to go to school anywhere in the country as a citizen. And like, ain't nobody coming from Rhode Island to go to school up in New York. Like on a plane or something like that. Like they just calmly buying a $10 plane ticket and coming to school every day. Come on now. And then most of these old public school, even if it got the good education, somebody could be planning to buy a house in that area, or they could have inheritance property in that area. That ain't none of your fucking business to get there and be trying to get a mortgage or a rent or get the title. It ain't gonna have everybody's fucking name on it. And then somebody could be out of town and let somebody stay in the property, but that ain't none of your fucking business. So I seen on Smart Mom 19, Smart Mom Sub, whatever the numbers are. I seen on her children now. She already had two. She got a slew of children now. Now she already had two children go to this school here. She registering her third child. That should be automatic registration. And y'all want to know, like, and you shouldn't be showing them that, cause see, when they know that kind of information, you never know those secretaries, or you never know somebody on side of the secretary or somebody, whatever. They have a copy of that information, and oh gosh, they so gossipy, and oh gosh, you just as well have Jerry Springer and Maury be the motherfucking principal and shit at the damn school, cause they just so fucking gossipy, silly, and you could just tell, they socializing, but because they in a higher position. You ain't supposed to rate, blessing highly favored. You ain't supposed to rate them. Oh, Aries, Capricorn motherfuckers. I ain't talking about everyone like that, but I'm talking about the Common Core ones. The dark sided Common Core ain't too far from the dark sided Common Core. The sociopathic ones. Over the limit sociopathic, put it like that. Like they just over the limit, they just unforgivable. So ain't no so, cause this ain't even okay. This ain't stitching. take a stand against that. That is none of your damn business. Whether somebody is fucking renting, they homeless, whatever they tell you, you should take it at that. And if your school is motherfucking overcrowded, they get that every 10 years and ask you what is the estimated population. And when you come up buying up all this property, you supposed to get there and add extra people anyway because they supposed to do a hypothesis. And you supposed to get there and regardless. That's why more people need to just do homeschooling, or they need more of our own schools. We need to get some of this old tax sale property. We need to start taking that income tax, having our own, even if it's just a trailer. Now that's what we could be doing trailers on. Okay, you ain't living in it, you just doing a school there. Get some have some learning activities and stuff like that. Everybody get the gifted folks that know how to really work with the gifted and help transition them into gifted education instead of trying to keep them whether what I'm saying, these children go to school and they go to school for 12 years and don't know nothing. All they can do is just tell you just common core stuff. Just ridiculous. They don't even know no black history. All they do is tell you about they heard about Sojourner Truth, Martin Luther King. Even if some of them know who Eli Whitney is. So what does public school serve? And public schools, single parent have to deal with public school, and I'm gonna say have to deal with it, even though it's a huge sacrifice, and we allow the single mothers in our community to suffer too much, and they're steadily fighting for us. And we want them to steadily get tough and be strong. But I suggest you watch that movie Breathe. That movie is on Amazon Prime. That movie is very much is a snippet of puzzle rides. Puzzle rides is available on the book patch. So definitely you can download the mystery composition from there. But definitely you need to watch the film Breathe. It's a lot. And then another thing, definitely be careful of how you're applying the stuff, especially those of you that are in the, let's say, alternative phaedra position. Not speaking about the recent part or how, oh, she just, that old fancy dark-sided Scorpio she is. I'm talking about the educated part, when you get to telling people different stuff. Remember, stuff is not the same everywhere, okay? So don't come typing up some snitching reply of stuff when stuff is said. That just really, is not going to serve us as a whole black community. When you get there and told, well, hey, there are places where you see with Kiana Harris, with homeschooling, that's real, okay? They're making laws where they having vaccine registries. The Tuskegee syphilis registries. As I come over and over, people get that, oh, if I get there and pray before I get the vaccine, I'll be okay. And you better recalculate the math. Matter of fact, have your math book. Actually, you need to go, whoever is the master of math and history, you need to study on that. You put that together and put it with your life. Aborted fetuses, everybody has been voodooed. Okay? You don't have to believe in it, but you have been voodooed. You have been inserted with aborted fetuses. And single mothers, I understand they have to deal with public schools. So salute out to the ones that do, but is that a way to stay? No. Will you be able to make it that long? I could tell it won't be a permanent. I know, a matter of fact, I've spoken recently with a couple. Like that homeschooling thing is not easy, so it's not something that's going to be permanent. You do it for as long as you can. But eventually, as a single parent, you're gonna, have to transition. You could try to carry on this big super highway mentality, but you need to read the book. You can't hold a good woman down, and you will definitely. That's how you would think before. You can't hold a good woman. You can't hold a good woman down. This is totally. I mean, uh, 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 this is a side similar HIPAA violation. It is none of your business to be having a copy or notary of anybody rent, lease, inheritance property. And matter of fact, a lot of property is put up in trust, so you're not even supposed to know that information. Matter of fact, you would need a judge, subpoena, court date, all that for that. That is none of your damn business. The children are citizens. It is already too much that you ask for their social security number, on their date of birth. It's invasive. And you, the parents, the Obama gone, and even if Obama was here, you gotta be able to support. You see how who the manipulative rainbow was able to get that right. Then the next one's coming out bold to get their rights. And also to those of you that's homeschooling, you better still be attending these town hall and school board meetings, because they are making these laws here where the school board and the superintendent can report you for child neglect, child abuse. So you better be attending these meetings for your area. You get there and pray and focus on what happened yesterday. But let me tell you, your rights are only to the value of the presidency, which means that stuff can change every 2 to 4 years. So in America, when you think you free, your freedom value is only worth or within range of every 2 to 4 years. So that ain't much. That makes you ain't nothing but a yard away from back to slavery. So take much of what I've said in this video. If you don't understand it, you're gonna just keep replaying it. Do check out the hashtag StateBP on Twitter. Check us out on Pinterest. And get that moving like turtles. Talking about you too busy, this and that. But when they take all your rights away, the public school's intolerable. And a lot of people be like, oh, well, you can't pray every trouble away. You know what I'm saying? People prayed 400 years in slavery. That's a long time to be praying and finally get out of slavery. The Jews must have had some harder prayers, because how long did that last? 5 years? I don't know how long it lasts, but I know it wasn't long as slavery. And they did worse stuff, gas chamber and cutting people's limbs off, and cutting their castrating and cutting their testicles, and doing that with the mama sleeping with the son kind of things, and whoo. The Jews must have had some harder prayers, and obviously they got reparations. Now, Japanese stuff, I don't know nothing about the Japanese stuff. I really, like, I know 1-10%, and if I, like, okay, I probably didn't watch movies, but I don't remember. I can't remember, gosh. I got enough trying to remember these basic everyday stuff. But just obviously, their prayers going a whole lot harder than us, because, whoo. And much as more is supposed to be of us, we ain't. You know what I'm saying? It just not meeting up with our prayer. Like, not hard enough. Like, We be to suffer extra before we finally get that breakthrough. And then we get content at doing this extra wailing and everything else to get 1 or 5%. Oh, well, I'm just thankful to be living up in a toe down shack. Oh, I'm just thankful for living in this place, even though I'm at risk of getting pneumonia and a cold coming through. There's a roof over my head. Like, come on, let's get beyond that mentality. Now you could be like, yeah, this is temporary, but we gotta be pushing a little harder to get not some. We gotta get standards. So TTYL, do check out State of the Black Parents. Hashtag StateBP. Check us out on Twitter. Long time. Much matters tough.